ba 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 da 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 dee. Zada ba da ba da da doo. Ah, here we are at last, and here we go again. Can't decide which one is more fitting to say in this situation. Hello, travelers of the internet, and welcome back to Guardian Studios. Or if you are new to the channel, hey there, and welcome to ya. My name is JGuard01, and I am your host, your guide, and your humble bard into the world's virtual. And I'm very pleased to be able to welcome you all back to the channel. Or, in the case of newcomers, welcome you fresh to a Guardian Studios experience as we dive into the world of Galabor for a little bit more crazy, chaotic construction. Hello! Alright, let's not waste a whole lot of time. Let's get right down to tax of brass. Namely, I've still got one more beacon build to make before I do anything else. I have been putting off doing this for way too long for some reason. It's time to stop. And by stop, I mean start. As in start to build. Just gonna need to go take a look at one of these towers real quick to be sure I remember how I built them. I'm pretty sure I know, but I want to double check. I want to make certain that I know what I'm doing. I don't like to go off half prepped, you know? Five and two. Yep. I know what I'm doing. At least I'm pretty sure I do. Let's go get busy. Whoop, 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 whoop. Woohoo! Alright, what I'm thinking is do that there. That's right, I gotta fill in that hole at some point. I may have time to do that before I get too far along in building this. Yeah, I think that is something I'm gonna have to do. So let's go put these materials back for right now. We'll grab some scaffolding and use that to help us fill in the that big hole. What I'm thinking we'll do is we'll start by pouring lava down the sides of the hole, and then we'll pour water. Actually, no. Lava onto water, I think, is better. Oh gosh, I didn't realize I hadn't emptied out my inventory from my mining session last night. Huh. Whoops. Whoopsie. Alright, scaffolding. Thank you, little friend. What kind of ice is this? That's regular ice. May have a use for that, but we'll see. Trying to find string so I can make even more scaffolding. Because what I got here is not going to be enough for the job I have planned to do. Hello, Leo! Hello. How you doing, Leo? Doing alright? Good. Glad to hear you're doing marvelous. Ah, I see. Any more string to speak of? That's a little. It's not much, but it's a little, and a little is better than nothing. Hey, thank you for the rules, Leo. Always appreciate you doing that. Alright, let's get over here. The hole is close. Very close. There's already some water down here. That's good. That'll save me a little bit of time and trouble. Alright, so I'm thinking we want to spread out from here. Kind of. Fill this hole in so that it's no longer able to be a potential hazard. Might have opted for too high a point to start at, though. Ooh, hang on. Iron ore. Can't pass that up. To do so wouldn't be very wise. I mean, do we need it necessarily right now? No. But am I gonna leave it? Absolutely not. Every little bit that I get from mining and such There's a little more that I don't have to spend time getting at the iron farm. Whoops. Well, doodla. Oodabuga. Oodabuga. Eventually I'll climb back down here or into this cave from above and break down all the scaffolding. Or at least all of it that I can. I'm starting to think this might not be the best idea. In fact, I'm pretty sure that it isn't. Probably should have just gone with something like dirt or cobblestone. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna break it down. Just occurred to me I need to make sure that stuff doesn't... Darn it! Stop it! I'm very quickly getting tired of being down here. I'm really hoping I didn't just lose a whole boatload of scaffolding because of retracting my idea. If I did, it wasn't enough to really make that big of a difference. Hey, Ryan! Good to see you, my dude. Good to see ya. Glad you can make it to the stream, pal. And hello. I have no idea how to say that name. But welcome to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Unfortunately, this is a solo survival world. So, can't bring you aboard, but you're welcome to stay and hang out in the chat if you would like. We're always happy to have people in the chat, as long as you can be respectful to your fellow viewers. Jay-Z. Alright. I'm doing pretty good, Ryan, to answer your question. Everything's going pretty good. Pretty good. Gonna have to figure out something else to use to fill in that hole at a certain level so that I can then fill it with water and lava. I'm thinking cobblestone may be the way to go for that. Ooh, better yet, cobblestone slabs. Well, well, now there's a concept. Alright. Let's go back to that hole and see what we can do. With a new plan. Oh yeah? Nice. Nice. Hey, I bet if you have it in a modded setup, if you set it up with the right mods, you could actually make things like the double-decker buses that would actually move around and be able to seat passengers. You could probably even have villagers be the passengers if you wanted. Have subways that actually move and have a schedule. I mean, I don't know what you've already got going on in it. I haven't actually had a chance to look into such things. Although I would love to see in-game what you got going on with that particular world at this point. These are just ideas I'm throwing out there as lots of, if you haven't come up with this idea yet, here's a free idea. What render distance do you got? How in the world do you do that? You've got to have a beefy system to be able to do that. I would be certain you've got to have a beefy setup to be able to do that. Oh, the Distant Horizons mod. Right. I forgot about that one. I gotta try playing around with that some more. I was gonna try using that with some stuff, but I don't know. I didn't really get around to really doing much with it. I see. Yeah, please do. Please send those pics on the Discord server. I would love to see what you've got going on in that world now. Still feel like I want to fill in that hole with stone and dirt. Fill it in with stone, cover it up with dirt. And then figure out where to go from there. I don't know. I think I'll just leave the hole the way it is for right now. Go back and cover it up later. Might have to just put torches down there and just cap it off with dirt. And this brings me back to thinking I might soon need to go ahead and go to the Nether. Or not Nether, the End. Which, of course, does mean that I would have to go to the Nether, because I would have to get a hold of that ever so elusive material we know as blaze rods. Or at least blaze powder. Not looking forward to that. Not in the slightest. Bedtime. Bedtime. I'll be right back. I'm back. More dirt. There's got to be more dirt. What's in here? Man, I'm having to move that tower. It's just, I don't want to be going to that tower and then fall in that hole. You know? Yeah, because that's a big hole. That worked. Hmm. 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 I'm just hesitant to dig up any more dirt for right now. I need to do some more thinking on what I'm actually going to do with that hole. 'Cause that hole is going to bug me. I may end up using ice that we've got to to fill it up with water and then dump lava into the mix. But we'll see. We'll see. If I do that, I may have to travel out somewhere where I can get more ice. Which, of course, I have a means of finding somewhere that has more ice. Snowdrift Valley, but we'll see. But I think that's actually going to do it for this session, everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and say thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, please be sure to let me know by leaving likes and comments, subscribing if you haven't done it yet, checking out the About page for links to other pages with more content and ways to support the channel, sharing the channel with your friends who think they might enjoy the content too, and of course, by smacking the notification bell so that you don't miss the next stream or video. With that all being said, thank you once again for watching. I am JGuard01, your guide, your bard, and your humble host into the world's virtual. And I'll see y'all next time, right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!